Welcome back to another I Paint Creatures video here on the World Wide Web. And I'm right back at it with this whole stored archives of all these MetaZen creatures that I created for the pandemic that promote that you think from wellness. And they're all elemental based. They're based off nature elements and animals, and they're just a whole nother levels, and they've totally come into my life and definitely reminded me to think wellness and think from the wellness and know that it's all perfect inside of ourselves and we can keep that healthy nature we have. But today I'd like to explore a quote by the famous motivational speaker Dale Carnegie. And Dale says, "You can make more friends in 2 months by becoming interested in other people than you can in 2 years by trying to get other people interested in you." And that's part of my whole poetic journey. I always tell people that I choose to be curious more than have to know all the facts and details of things, and I'm really into stories. I learned a lot from Joseph Campbell. If you don't know who Joseph Campbell is, check out. He was the world mythologist that went around the world and learned people's stories. So pretty much Joseph Campbell made it a career and a life quest out of being interested in other people more than getting people interested in him, and in return he filled himself so much that a lot of artists like me looked to his work and got to know him and became big fans of him. And so I really believe Dale is on to something here. If you stay curious and you are more into revealing than knowing, and always have to bring your weight and flavor and everything you're about, I think if you stay more curious and open and create that exchange that goes back and forth, you will definitely connect with more people. And people have amazing stories to tell, and if you can listen just a little bit deeper into what they have to do, and and also if you feel akin to someone and you can get close to them, either interacting on the internet or fully physical, definitely find your common ground and create some interactive stories or do some art with them, and it'll bring out more who they are, and also will bring you closer together, because I think a lot of relationships at the key are just the values and beliefs, and values and beliefs to me are shaped by you and your experiences. And so it's nothing no water lost if you come in a relationship and you basically don't really jive, you don't have the values. But the best way to get to know that is be real curious about who the other person is, more than trying to push your agenda of what you do. And on that note, I also would go a little bit astray from what Dale's saying, and I believe you should communicate a lot through all the different humanities, all the different arts. So even if it is a short little poem like a haiku or some type of expression that you can leave with them and they can experience on their own. But definitely when you're in person, you're getting to know them in physical form, or these days across the internet, definitely ask a lot of questions and be more in the relationship, to measure the curiosity and the value of what they can bring. And like I always say, the grandest metaphor for me is a symphony, and how we learn about each other and how we can come together and create more abundance and richer experiences in life through our relationships. Because a lot of the relationships I reflect on a lot of them I didn't choose. I either got, was in a social institution, a job, or a school, or some type of education, and they put me together with someone who normally I wouldn't meet. And sometimes they do match, but I think a lot of it goes back to Dale's quote, staying real interested and curious to let them really define for you who they are. And it kind of, really plugs into these medicine creatures I'm showing you, because they're all based, like I said, in animals or elemental powers, right, of healing and wellness. And this one is definitely a crow. Right, it has the whole crow features. And actually, the more curious I stay about my drawings and my art, I seem to have a better relationship with them and get the results I want. So I think that goes across the board of a lot of things. Just stay curious and be real excited to hear other people's perspectives and where they come from, and let them integrate. I attempt that as much as possible as I can, and want to explore more of co-writing with people and co-creating, so I can get some of their flavors into it. And definitely it's got to align with the vision and where we're headed. So that's definitely, once again, is the values and beliefs underneath us. And so definitely use more of your intuition, right, to sense who a person is, and listen more. And something I work on constantly, of sitting there, be able to listen before I put my whole judgments forward, and being able to take in a little bit more. And a lot of it is always based in stories, so let the stories flow. Thank you for watching the video today. Have a fantastic day, weekend, or year, and just make your life very rich, and stay curious, and definitely let all the stories come in. Get entertained by people more than television, or even right here on YouTube. Learn, ask questions. All right, peace. I'll see you soon.